Hey you, it's Mo. I have a new Christian Dior collection that I'm so excited to share with you. We're going to get into all the details, we're going to demo, we're going to swatch, we're going to see what this beautiful collection is all about. So, shall we hydrate and begin? Dior revives the spirit of the legendary Colifichets boutique and 30 Avenue Montaigne in a joyful and generous interpretation of the Millefiori Boutique, decorated with the floral Millefiori motif designed by Maria Grazia Chiuri. I hope I'm saying all of these words correctly, so forgive me. These scented creations are a pleasure for the bath and the home. The capsule collection also features iconic Dior makeup products dressed in Miss Dior colors. Really beautiful collection. It is small. It's not a huge collection with multiple eyeshadows and things and such, but it's a good size collection for what it is. So you also have in the collection a couple of bath products. Now, Dior describes these bath products as sensorial ritual. Hear me out. The Millefiori Boutique reveals new creations to enhance bath time with the scents of Miss Dior. Miss Dior smells really good, So in this portion of the collection, you have the Miss Dior Rose Bath Bombs, you have the Miss Dior Bath Pearls, and you have the Miss Dior Scented Candle. Really quickly, I want to just touch on, this is really small. I think, I don't know what I was expecting, but I feel like just looking at it, I immediately thought it was going to be like, the typical size candles. But this candle is in fact, it's 85 grams. So it's a smaller candle. But I just wanted you to know that because a lot of times I love gifting, high-end candles during the holidays and just because. So I feel like if you want to gift if you like gifting things like that, you might want to add something else to it because it's kind of small. I mean, you cannot deny the packaging is stunning and beautiful. We'll open that up momentarily. Let's continue on with the other parts of the collection. So, for the first time at Dior, the Dior icons are dressed in the colors of Miss Dior. Lipsticks and eyeshadows are brightened with a radiant femininity and bear the shade numbers 1947 in tribute to the year Miss Dior was born. Let's start off with the Forever Cushion Powder. This is an ultra-fine, skin-fresh, loose powder. Long wear and translucent perfection. Okay. I thought that this was like a highlighting product. I have already the Dior Forever Cushion Powder. This is fantastic. This is really lightweight. I have it in the shade medium. This looks beautiful on the skin. So I thought that this was like a highlighter. Hold on. It is described to have a shimmering finish. So let's see. Packaging is so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. You get what you pay for. Truly an experience. So you open it up, you do have a mirror, you have a little poof. It says forever here. Without even opening it, look at the sparkles. Ooh. I had it in mind, right, that I would be able to use this on the body and as like a soft highlight on the face, but let's see. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Very fine shimmering particles. I personally don't think I want to use this all over my face. I think I would more so like use it as like a highlighting, targeting, glittery kind of product. So that's that. You guys, I will admit, I cannot come on the Dior website without looking at a Lady Dior. I want a new one so bad, but I just don't know what size I want, color I want. There's so many like little variations that make all the difference. Anywho, let's get back to this collection. The 5-color couture eyeshadow palette. And this is in the shade 1947 Miss Dior. Very pretty. So it comes in the traditional Dior packaging. Look at this. This is so soft and pretty, very Miss Dior, very Miss Dior, so pretty. So we started talking about the candle and then I stopped. But anywho, let's unbox it really quick. It smells really good. Okay. Okay, yes, it's small, but it's nice quality. On like your side of your bathtub or in the bathroom, just for like a little touch. The details go all around. And then it says the Miss Dior candle here, and it is covered up top. It's got that pink. Yeah, it's definitely on the small side, but you know, she's small. Okay, we get it. But that's the candle. So those are the Miss Dior Millefiori Boutique collection goodies that I picked up. Let me share with you. I am so curious what I got in this box here. So my husband said that he saw that I was kind of sort of getting back into Dior because a long time ago, Dior's foundation, it was like a serum foundation. That was the only foundation I used. I would go crazy when I couldn't find it because they discontinued it, and he remembers that whole thing. So he saw that I was getting back into Dior, so I was buying quite a few things from Dior because recently they've been coming out with some really nice stuff. And after this came out, there's another palette coming out, and the holiday stuff is coming out. So yeah, we're gonna be, you know, checking out all the new Dior stuff. Anywho, let me quickly share with you what this is. I don't know. Let's find out. I know it's makeup. We always loved Dior's presentation. Yes. Oh my gosh, I see what it is. Some Dior brushes. Blush brush, eyeshadow brush, and concealer brush. Dior. I have this Dior brush I've had forever. I've not used. I have some Dior brushes. Okay. So we're gonna make this as much of a full face of Dior as possible. And we're gonna use all our new goodies. So we've got our little haul out of the way. I won't have time to wash the brushes, so I'm just gonna quickly sanitize them so that we can use them. And let's get into this collection. All right, so let's start off with the eyes. This color story is so pretty. I like soft and pretty color stories like this. But there's enough depth in here to where if you want to make things a little bit more dramatic, you can. Here are our swatches. That glittery shade is definitely going to be like a topper. But this color story is so pretty. Let's do 2 looks with this palette, shall we? Can definitely do more than that, but for today, let's do 2 looks. I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow base. Does Dior make an eyeshadow base? It's a good question. I don't know. I haven't really checked. If you know, will you let me know? Please and thank you. I like this one from Chanel. I love my Tom Ford one, but I'm trying to give that one a little bit of a break. Just a little bit. It's color. This Chanel one, it doesn't have any color, but it still kind of smooths your lids out. So let's try out our new Dior brush, the number 23. So number 23 is this round and dense brush is ideal for playing with colors and effects on the eyelid. Large eyeshadow blending brush. Whatever. We'll do with it as we please. Yes? Okay. So let's start off. And I know this is said to be an eyeshadow brush. This is said to be a concealer brush, but I feel like we could use it as eyeshadow too, like for the lid. I don't know. Let's start off with the darkish. Let's put that on the outer eye. Kind of just pack it, and then we'll blend it. This is like a burgundy color, so I'm just building that up on the outer eye. This brush is definitely dense. It's soft, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. Let's go into the center shade. And I want to pack that all over the lid. Back into the darkest shade here. And retouch the outer eye. I don't like this brush. It's not doing what I want it to. So I'm going to just grab, what is this? Classic Crease. There's no product on this. I'm just going to use that to soften my edge. I feel like that brush is a little too dense for what I'm looking for. I think I will go back to that brush when I want to do the under eye. Whatever we decide to do down there. Okay. I'm going to go into that darkest shade with that brush. And let's apply and blend. Yeah, this is like just working out a little bit better. Yeah. There we go. Just kind of redoing what we did before, but now with my regular brushes. This one's from Esum. Esum W23. Just packing that center shade on the lid. And then flipping the brush around to the clean side. And let's go into this shade here. That's pretty. Then going back into the blender brush, but this one is, I didn't pick up any product, I'm just blending. Yeah, that's much better. Very pretty, I like that. So that's our more dramatic look, yes? Of the two, I'm just cleaning off my brushes. Now let's do another look on the other eye, and that's going to be our softer look. Synergy Blender Pro, going into the darkest shade just a little bit, just for a little definition. Because this needs to be our softer look, okay? Just a little bit. I just tapped in just a little bit on that darkest shade. And by using a fluffy brush, I'm really going to be able to diffuse that color because I just want to add a little bit to create some dimension in the eye look because I'm going to be using a lot lighter colors. Synergy Builder Pro, I'm going to go into this lightest shade up here. I'm going to pack that on the lid. Yeah, this is a very light shade, but it'll brighten the eye. And you can blend it a little so you can softly diffuse it as well if you'd like. So I was packing, now I'm going to just flip that brush around and softly diffuse and blend it. So it doesn't look so harsh because it's a little intense. But it is a lighter color. So I'm going to pack where I feel I need to and just soften it up. Going back into the Blender Pro, there's no product, we're just blending just to keep everything soft and pretty. That's a look, but we're not going to stop there. I need to try out this. I want to call it like a topper shade because it's like more of a glittery texture. Let me swatch it again for you. So it's more of like a glittery. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I'm actually going to use my finger to just kind of tap that on my lid. Oh, look at that. Glitters make me happy. Look at it, it's so pretty. That's pretty. Gonna go into the blender brush, no product, just lightly blend. Don't want to scatter the glitters everywhere, so I'm just lightly trying to blend. Very lightly. And then we'll go back in to the lightest shade we put on the lid, and we'll use that on the inner corner. With this palette, I feel like I was just able to create two extremely different looks. One a little bit more, one a little bit more, but not as much more. Both really pretty, soft and pretty. And this is soft and pretty too. It's just a little bit more dramatic, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. I want to touch my sparkle. I'm going to just put a little more sparkle because it's always okay to put a little more sparkle. Yeah. I definitely think applying that with the finger is best. I think the brush would make it scatter everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to quickly apply my foundation and then we'll try out this new concealer from Dior. The foundation I'm using, it's not Dior, but it's a very nice skin-like product because I want to keep everything soft and pretty. And everything we use will be listed and linked down below in the description box. I got a little bit of fallout from that glitter, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, so I feel like my skin is evened out. Let's go in with this new concealer and see what it's all about. So this is not like new, like it came out yesterday type of new, but it's one of the newer concealers. And yeah, let's check it out. Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. This is a high coverage, natural glow finish, crease proof, waterproof. I got it in the shade 4W. And you know what really sold me on this? Look at this applicator. It's a brush. I don't know why I love brush applicators so much. It's not that serious. Yeah, we need to like do something with that. That thing is crazy big. Ooh. Let's try out the concealer brush. Yeah, there's no like hiding this thing. I have to just accept my fate. I like the concealer brush a lot better than I did the eyeshadow brush. Wow, this concealer has good coverage. Look here, let's clean that eye up. Woo! Sharp. Okay, and then I'll perfect it with my beauty blender. Let me see if I can build a little more coverage because I feel like my freckles and spots and stuff are still kind of peeking through. Let's see. Okay, coverage is building. Okay. And it does have a nice natural glow finish to it, which is very nice. Very nice. So I used my normal, I'm calling it normal like this isn't normal, but you know what I mean. The original Forever Loose Powder, Cushion Powder, loose powder in shade medium. I use that to set all over my face. This, honestly, it's got a lot of glitter in it, so I really don't feel all that comfortable using it to set my face. I feel like that would be just too much. So I'm going to take a highlighting brush. This is my Wayne Goss airbrush. And let's try not to make a mess. I'm going to tap. Look, let me just see if I can swatch it on my hand with that brush. Yeah, it's definitely more of a glittery type product. So we're going to use that as highlight. And try to not get glitter everywhere. Because I'm seeing this is like very small particles of glitter. Well, it's very pretty, and I think this is going to be really nice on the body. To use this to set your whole entire face, yeah, no. That's not going to work for me and my personal lifestyle. You see just the little glitters? It almost looks like I had my eyeshadow fall over my face. It's not really giving like glow, but I definitely feel like on this, but on a body, have at it. Let me back up a little bit. But on the body, have at it. You see that? Yeah. See, this is nice for all over your body. I almost feel like this should just have been called like the body powder because it goes with like the body stuff from the bath. Yeah. I'll share my thoughts at the end. I'm going with my other Dior highlighter. Kind of. Alright, so let's finish up the eyes really quick. I'm going to try the number 23 again. So I'm going to the darkest shade. Yeah, much prefer that. I'm going with a lot less on this eye. Going in with my Sisley. This is a brown for the waterline. Mascara on the lower lash line. Let's finish everything up with the Dior Addict Lip Glow in 1947 Miss Dior. This is a glowing color reviving lip balm. Again, this is not a very pigmented type of product. It's definitely a balm and gives you a little bit of color if you build it up. Yeah. That's a pretty color. That's a pretty color. And it's so hydrating. So here's our finished look. Please don't look at Charlie. That's Charlie. We've named him Charlie. Charlie is like hanging around. Charlie needs to go. This happens to me every single time. I had M&Ms. The peanut ones. I love those. Those are like my kryptonite. Anytime I eat junk food, immediately. I can't hide it. Anywho, here's our finished look. I really like this eyeshadow palette. I think it's very soft and pretty. It is very soft and pretty. The formulation is A+, as we've come to expect and become used to from Dior. And I find the more I'm getting back into my Dior's and stuff, I'm really enjoying them quite a bit. So I like that I was able to be quite different with this palette, because you look at it and you kind of are like, oh, I'm going to create the same looks over and over. No, there's some versatility in here, and I like that a lot. So formulation was good, and I really like my two looks. He means well, bless him. But I don't love the Dior brush, eye brush. This one, I don't. This is it's a concealer brush. We can always use a ton of those. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. Okay. I like this brush. This is the number 14. I had this. I just never used it. This applied bronzer really nicely. I forgot to use the blush brush. Sorry. But the brushes are just okay. The lip glow, gorgeous color. And we love a glossy, hydrated, comfortable lip. Yes, we do. Now, the concealer. I like the concealer. I'm going to keep using this. Gave good coverage, blended really easily. Too excited. And I like this. So I'm going to keep using it. And I really like that it has a brush. And I noticed that I was able to build it where I wanted to. And kind of still, remain in control in a sense of I didn't put too much. I was able to blend it. And it came together really nicely. This is truly a product for its packaging, for me, my humble opinion. This is not a face powder. There's no way you're going to want this amount of scattered glitter all over your face. Is there? Am I missing something? Tell me. Tell me, am I missing something? Did I miss the update? This is definitely more like a body product, because I think it looks really pretty on the body. Like, this aligns with more of the body products, in my humble opinion, because as a face powder, I tried to use it as highlight. It didn't go like I wanted it to, but it's not a bad product. It's just very glittery. It's a soft, ethereal, glittery kind of product that I think is going to look really nice, that I think is just going to more be something I reach for to put on my body. Like when you're going out for dinner and you're wearing like a strappy dress and you want to be extra cute, put on your shoulders and put on a décolleté and on the boobies, Yeah. Yeah, I think that's more of the product that it's going to be for me and my lifestyle. But overall, very beautiful collection. This was my favorite product, the eyeshadow palette. So happy with this. Really, really like it. And again, you know how I feel about the candle. It smells really good and it's very decorative, and I think it's going to look nice beside the bathtub. But let me know what you guys think. How are you feeling about this new collection from Dior? I think it's beautiful overall. Very, very much an aesthetic, a vibe, And it does celebrate Miss Dior quite nicely, and as it was intended. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon.